Hello, everybody. My name is Marnie Blythe, and I am the owner of Full Pocket Coaching. I am a business and profitability coach, and it's my pleasure to be here with you today. So I wanted to begin with a little bit of a story and talk to you about a couple of years ago when I owned an 8,000 square foot holistic health and fitness center right here in my hometown of Holly Springs, North Carolina. It was called Dragonfly Health and Fitness, and I was the owner of it. And I really wanted to have a super successful business that would be able to be franchised. And at the time, I was really struggling with staffing. We had 30 different people on staff, and I found that making hiring decisions was really challenging. And that meant that we had a high turnover because at the time, I really didn't understand some core principles, which I'm going to talk to you about today. And having a high turnover rate really didn't make me feel good. It actually made me feel kind of less than. And when I started to notice that we were having a higher rate of turnover, it was really challenging and it made me feel like giving up. Then, as if by chance, something pretty extraordinary happened. I discovered the importance of having core values of your organization mapped out. And then everything changed when I started to understand the importance of having those core values, and not just as something that we did as an exercise, and it lived in a book somewhere, but having it be what we lived, we breathed, and what we used in everything to make hiring decisions, for our marketing, for our communications, everything else. And as a result of that epiphany, if you will, I started being able to hire the right people and put them in the right seats who got it, who wanted it, and who were very capable of doing the job. So what I wanted to share with you today is about the importance of really clearly defining what your core values are in your business, and identifying what makes you tick. It's important because it really lays the groundwork for who you are, where you're going, and how you're going to get there and when. So I wanted to also share with you, if you've read the book, it's called Built to Last by Jim Collins. He also wrote the book Good to Great. And he spent 6 years researching organizations that have endured through recessions, through Great Depressions. And one of the key findings of this research is that in every single one of these cases, these companies had clearly defined core values. And in the very early stages, they built a culture of people around them. Now, that's a very different way of doing business. Most of us, when we make hiring decisions and when we are running our business, don't think about our core values. We really are very focused on, do the people have the skill set? Do they have the experience? And we make hiring decisions based upon that. And I want to kind of put out for your consideration that we want to kind of think about things a little bit differently. So really, this is the perceived value also of defining these core values has diminished over the years. But now more than ever, they are so vital. And they're really the first step in forming this very important foundation of your business. And without a really strong foundation to your business, just like a house without a strong foundation eventually will collapse. And unfortunately, so will your business. So that's why we're going to get into this a little bit today and share with you more. So it's important to note that these core values already exist in your organization, and your task is really to go in and rediscover what they are and instill them as a guide that you really live by. So the core values of your organization are a lot like your personal core values. You'll make decisions around them, your branding, your marketing, your hiring decisions, your communication strategy, everything really should be revolving around this. So how do you do it? So I want to let you know that I've created a simple PDF download to walk you through this process. You can visit Full Pocket Freebie, so Full Pocket Free, FREEBIE.com to access it. But I'm going to walk you through that process right now. So the way in which that you can go through this is kind of like a 4-step process. Step 1 is that you're going to meet with your leadership team, and I want you to ask them to define the 3 people in the organization or in life that if you had those people in your business, that you would just totally dominate, right? Like, who are those people? And then what I want you to do is go over the names in step 2 and the characteristics that those people embody. What are the qualities that they exemplify? What do they do that puts them on the list, right? So what I want you to do is start with a big long list, and you can see all the possibilities. And here are some real world core values to kind of help you to think through this. So unequivocal excellence, continually striving for progress, winning, does the right thing, compassion, honesty, integrity, hungry for achievement, encourages individual ability and creativity, maintains accountability, works hard, self-improvement. So these are all things that you can consider when you're making that big list, okay? Then in step 3, you're gonna have your organization's values are going to be somewhere within that big list. So I want you to then go through and I want you to do the first edit and circle all of the ones that you feel really represent your organization, that are truly important, and draw a line through the ones that are not. And then combine the ones that are kind of similar. And the rule of thumb here is really to get those core values between 3 and 7. And so finally in step 4, what you're going to do is you're going to make some tough decisions, and with your leadership team, have those discussions to, debate and figure out what values really belong to you. I hope that you've enjoyed this training today. Again, don't forget to go to fullpocketfreebie.com to be able to download your sheet. If you ever need more help with this, we're always just a phone call away. I would love to have a virtual coffee with you and learn how we can help you to define your company's values even further. Thanks for tuning in.